Last time we talked about the chi in your food and how our food supply doesn't have a lot of life to it. Well, our food supply also doesn't have a lot of nutrition to it commonly. We use modern farming techniques, that have depleted the soil over time. And then, of course, processed foods, fast foods, those kinds of things don't really have a lot of nutrition. I want to also help you to understand a concept about health hacking. You may have heard this term. We live not only in an environment where our nutrition is lacking in our food, but the toxins in the environment have really, really increased. I'm going to touch more specifically on this in the next lesson too. But our bodies use nutrition to protect us against air pollution and water pollution and the myriad of chemicals that we come into contact with every single day. And so that combination of poorer nutrition and greater numbers of toxins, that's not good for our health. So the concept of health hacking is you can't just do what should be a clean diet and get everything you need to protect yourself from everything you're coming into contact with in the environment. So to stay in your best shape, there's two health hacks that are super important to do. One is exercise. And when you don't feel like you have energy and so forth, it can be really difficult to get yourself out there and do it. Find something you enjoy. Do something that you like that's going to be fun. Work with a trainer, who will, you got an appointment every week, and they'll take you through what you won't do on your own. So exercise, super, super important. And I want to go into some supplements. So I'm going to show you some of my favorites. First of all, is Juice Plus. Juice Plus, back in the day, so I think it was 94 that I first got exposed to Juice Plus. And in my office, I do a test where I prick someone's finger and look at a drop of blood, a living drop of blood with a microscope. And you can see a lot of things in that blood, among them damage to the blood cells. And so I had a woman call me that I thought was somebody else. And she said, "Oh, can I set an appointment to show you this product?" And I said, "Oh, sure, let's do it," because I thought it was someone else. Then when she arrived, she was explaining to me about Juice Plus. I thought, oh, great. How am I going to get rid of this person, right? This salesperson. And so I told her, I said, "I tell you what, I'm going to pick two of my worst patients. I'm going to put them on Juice Plus, and we'll see what happens in their blood." Thinking to myself, that ought to take care of her, right? But that's not what happened. What happened is I saw remarkable changes in the blood. And so my first preference is always, if you will get a juicer, and juice every day. The reality of that situation is that you can't always do it consistently or to the degree that you need to do. You need to really have 12 to 24 ounces of fresh juice every day to get everything that you need. So Juice Plus is a simple way to make up for that, or just take the place of it if you don't want to get a juicer and do that. Now, the second, so Juice Plus is just fruits and vegetables. It has basic multivitamin properties and basic what's called antioxidant properties. And antioxidants are what protect your cells from damage. Now, the other thing I like with Juice Plus is their essential fatty acids. So this is an omega blend. And when you talk about menopause, one of the changes that can happen and be pretty devastating is vaginal dryness. And there is an oil called sea buckthorn oil, which over time can actually help handle the vaginal dryness. And that's in the Juice Plus Omega. So if you take a fish oil, you're not going to really get that. But if you take these omegas or you just buy sea buckthorn on its own, you can do that. The next we already talked about, which is melatonin. And like I said, I do recommend getting the 1 milligram size like this and start playing with it if you need it, if you're not sleeping well, and slowly work yourself up. Next, one of the things that we really, really need is adequate protein. And when you're older, this is again for the women who have gone through menopause, more naturally, your digestion is not as good as it used to be. And you know what? I get kids in my practice who are kiddos and they're not digesting well. So anybody can benefit from this. But this is a product called Perfect Aminos. And Perfect Aminos delivers you the ratios of amino acids that you need to build lean body mass. So basically your muscular tissue. It can help with weight loss. It's not a weight loss supplement, but it does end up helping a lot of people with that because they're able to build lean body mass, which does burn more calories than fat. And so this can be very, very helpful too. And then finally, with menopause, we talked about the fact that your adrenal glands get depleted. And that has a lot to do with that loss. Remember, your mojo goes, your libido goes, your motivation goes, your energy goes. And so supporting those adrenals with a professional strength product like Adaptocrine can help to rebuild them. These are what's called adaptogenic herbs. And what that means in English is sometimes your energy is too hyper and jazzed. Sometimes your energy is too depleted. Sometimes you have both of these going on at the same time. An adaptogenic herb doesn't just push you in one direction. It can calm the agitation and build the depletion at the same time. So that's why adaptogens are just so, so wonderful.